The S&P 500 has declined some 4% since hitting its all-time high last month, just before researchers in South Africa identified a new COVID-19 strain. The spread of the Omicron variant, high inflation, and the Fed's decision to increase the pace of its tapering are giving investors pause, with the notion of a major market downturn on the minds of many. In addition, Harry Dent Jr., an American financial newsletter writer, has predicted that the biggest market crash will hit next year, with the biggest depression, with the economy not rebounding until 2024. The National Institute's autumn 2021 Global Economic Outlook predicted that annual U.S. inflation would rise from 1.2% in the fourth quarter of last year to 5.1% this year and moderate to 2.3% in the fourth quarter of 2022. Furthermore, CEOs across the economy agree that market volatility will remain a primary challenge even next year. Given the rising market uncertainties, we think one could add inverse ETFs ProShares Short S&P 500, SH, ProShares Short QQQ, PSQ, ProShares Short Russell 2000, RWM, and ProShares Short Dow 30, DOG, to one's portfolio. Inverse ETFs help hedge against market downturns by moving in the opposite direction. ProShares Short S&P 500, SH. SH is a measure of large-cap U.S. stock market performance. It is a float-adjusted, market capitalization-weighted index of 500 U.S. operating companies. Launched and managed by ProShare Advisors LLC, the ETF is designed to deliver inverse results over a single trading session, with exposure resetting monthly. With $1.37 billion in AUM, SH's top holding is the US dollar, which has a 52.48% weighting in the fund, followed by United States Treasury bills 0.0% April 21, 2022 with a 6.71% weighting, and the United States Treasury bills 0.0% December 30, 2017 with a 4.79% weighting. SH has a 0.90% expense ratio, which is lower than its 1.11% category average. It has an AMSCI rating, which is based on a score of 6.10 out of 10. ProShares Short QQQ, PSQ. Launched and managed by ProShare Advisors LLC, PSQ provides inverse exposure to an index that comprises the 100 largest domestic and international non-financial securities on the Nasdaq. The ETF seeks daily investment results that correspond to the inverse, 1x, of the daily performance of the Nasdaq 100 index. PSQ invests in financial instruments that should produce daily returns consistent with the fund's investment objective. PSQ has $524 million in AUM. Its major holdings include the US dollar, which has a 51.83% weighting in the fund, followed by United States Treasury bills 0.0% April 21, 2022 with a 5.02% weighting, and the United States Treasury bills 0.0% December 14, 2017 with a 5.02% weighting. The ETF has seen net inflows of $11.69 million over the past month. Its 0.95% expense ratio compares to the 1.11% category average. PSQ has an AMSCI rating, which is based on a score of 6.10 out of 10. ProShares Short Russell 2000, RWM. With exposure to an index that comprises small-cap U.S. equities, RWM helps investors that are looking to bet against this sector of the U.S. economy. The ETF seeks daily investment results that correspond to the inverse, 1x, of the daily performance of the Russell 2000 index. RWM was launched and managed by ProShare Advisors LLC. RWM has $231.2 million in AUM. Its major holding includes the US dollar, which has a 58.80% weighting in the fund, followed by United States Treasury bills 0.0% August 11, 2022 with a 7.72% weighting, and the United States Treasury bills 0.0% January 13, 2022 with a 6.44% weighting. The ETF's 0.95% expense ratio compares to the 1.11% category average. RWM has seen net inflows of $36.53 million over the past year. RWM has gained 9.2% over the past month. ProShares Short Dow 30, DOG. DOG offers inverse exposure to an index that consists of 30 blue-chip U.S. stocks, which is an attractive option for investors looking to bet against this sector of the U.S. economy. DOG has been designed to deliver inverse results over a single trading session, with exposure resetting daily. The ETF is a useful tool for investors looking to either hedge existing exposure or bet on a decline by U.S. large-cap firms. With $262.3 million in AUM, DOG's top holding is the US dollar, which has a 56.11% weighting in the fund, followed by United States Treasury bill 0.0% August 11, 2022 with a 10.70%, and the United States Treasury bill 0.0% September 8, 2022 with a 9.63% weighting. DOG has a 0.95% expense ratio, which is lower than the 1.11% category average. It has an AMSCI rating, which is based on a score of 6.10 out of 10. The ETF has gained marginally over the past month and has seen net inflows of $28.64 million over the past 3 months.